Hello replay viewers. What's up guys? Hope you're doing well. If you're catching the replay, would you do a favor for me? Let's do a little experiment. Try tapping a few hearts to see if they come through, and then you can exit out of it and see if the hearts that you just tapped, this is for the replay viewers, exit out of it and see if the hearts that you just tapped stick to the broadcast. Then tap some hearts again and see if the hearts stick in it the second time you enter the scope. Replay viewers, check it out, let me know. What's up everybody? Thanks for jumping in the room. If you're just coming in the room, thank you for these incoming hearts. I'm trying a little experiment for the replay viewers. We're trying to figure out how do you make these replay hearts stick. I still don't understand how they work exactly. What's up Ham to G? Zion, how are you? Thank you for these green and orange. I see some pink, lovely hearts. Thank you very much. Happy Thursday to everyone that's coming in. Hello, Tony, come on in. How you doing guys? All right, so as many of you know, this is my fourth day of the hashtag Huei-5 where the challenge is for you to practice for 5 minutes a day, 5 days in a row. This week, the challenge is focusing on touch and timing, and this is my fourth night of the challenge. Thanks, Mitchell, thanks for jumping in. I know, you probably have a late night. I'm sure you've had a long day as well, so thanks for coming in. So I didn't see who that comment was right underneath that, but welcome to the room as well. Loving the flow of hearts that are coming in. Hello, Travis, thank you for joining the room. So tonight, guys, I'm going to see if I can break the 200 ceiling that I was working on yesterday. If you watched yesterday's replay scope, you know that I was trying to make it into 200. It was a little rough at the 200 level, so I'm going to try that. But then also I want to preview an idea that I'm working on right now for a future Sunday lesson that's coming up. Some of you may have seen the replay with Daniel that I did. Daniel Pardina, he was one of the hashtag Huei-5 winners the first week, and his question was about fivelets. Today I also got a great question from Jordan Hayes. He was asking about odd time signatures or odd meters subdivisions like fivelets and sevenlets. And so how many of you guys have played, you know, like fivelets, sevenlets, ninelets, something that's not the usual 2, 3, 4, even 6 subdivisions? Yep, great. And so in Daniel's lesson, we were working on some fivelets. We came up with this exercise that actually falls in line with the touch and timing exercise that Devin showed on Sunday. So I'm going to preview it with you guys, and then you can give me some thoughts on what you think, and let me know if you think this would make for an interesting Sunday lesson. So let's get to it. Start with a little touch timing. If you want to drum along with me, go ahead and grab your sticks and a pad. The handout for this lesson is also on my website, which is huei-yuan.com/periscope. I feel 215 tonight. No, I really appreciate the faith you have in me, so I'm going to do my best. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Jacob? Hi, Chingy. You have the same level of faith, I'm sure, right? Okay. The lesson handout for this is at huei-yuan.com/periscope/lesson7. All right, Jacob. I'm going to try to light a fire for you, okay? Here comes your second win, because after you see this, you're going to want to practice for 10 hours after this, right? Go read book. What's up, Mark? Real quick, if you aren't hip to this, tomorrow is the release. Mark, maybe you can confirm this for me. Tomorrow is the release of the April Gridbook radio show. Yes, sir, that's correct. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the room right now, you're going to want to catch it because Mark might want to reveal this for you guys, but there's a very special guest for this month's Gridbook radio interview. Not going to say who it is, but you guys might want to check it out. All right, here we go. Hashtag Huei-5 number 4, coming up. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah. I rushed a little bit at the very end. I'm going to do that last pattern one more time. Quick note about these hashtag Huei-5 for 5s. one thing I was talking about with my friend Michael the other day was about self-awareness for musicians. You know, like when teachers watch their students play something, in the student's mind, maybe they heard one or two things that they could have done better. But in the teacher's mind, when the teacher plays the exact same thing, you know, just then I heard maybe 10 things that I would want to fix. And then you prioritize which things you want to fix, right? And so, you know, as you're doing these hashtag Huei-545s, or if you're just practicing on your own, I encourage you guys to just be really self-aware and critical of what you're doing. Listen for those little indiscrepancies and be really critical so that you can pinpoint the things that you want to work on and make better. Okay? All right, here we go. Keep going. Round 2. $132. Thank you for those hearts. Thanks for inviting me, yearbook. $144. Someone asked me the other day why I choose 132, 144. My first year in drum corps with Phantom, 132 was the first part of the closer, and then there was an accelerando into 144. So 132 and 144 both hold special places in my heart. This is 144. $160. $172. $180. Getting excited. 192. Much relax. do that one again. $200. Better, right? Day 4. No, man, not cutting me any slack, huh? Thanks, Jacob. All right, now, so yesterday, 208 was my threshold. Let's see if the threshold today, 2.8's better. We'll give it a shot. Hey, why not find out what your boundaries are? Let me play 8s a couple times. That's what I try to do, Jacob. Bury that net. All right, here we go. $215, really? No. You're not satisfied with 208. Are you serious? Come on. All right, let's try it. I'm curious. Yeah! So spazzy in the left hand. Let's try one more. One more time. Yeah, it's definitely not the same touch that I had at the beginning. Hey, but I got the 200, right? Push it up to 2.8. Maybe tomorrow. Day 5 will be the 215. All right, let me close out one with some good touch so I make sure I'm ending on a positive rep. Thanks. Okay, real quick, announcements for tomorrow. Thank you for those hearts. I see the yellow and the blue ones floating up. Very much appreciated. You guys give me some love here. Checking out. I make 2 announcements. First off, for tomorrow, beautiful, thank you. Number 1, for tomorrow, Friday is Ask Huei, hashtag Ask Huei. If you go to my website and you have a question you'd like to ask me, I choose a handful of questions to answer on video, and then I'll Periscope those tomorrow, probably during the daytime, or maybe it'll be early evening. Actually, I take that back. I don't know what time it's going to happen. I'm waiting on 2 things before I decide for tomorrow. But it'll be sometime tomorrow. Periscope pop up until we figure out the best time to do that. To ask a question or to submit a question, you can go to my website, which is huei.com/askhui, ASKHUEI, and there's a form you can submit your question there. Okay? Tomorrow will be the 3rd episode of this installment. Number 2, Gridbook Series Radio. Gridbook Radio comes out tomorrow. Check it out. SoundCloud. Had a great talk with Mark yesterday, and really excited, of course, because Mark always has a great selection of music that he puts in the show, but also curious to hear back how our conversation turned out. I said this yesterday, but I could talk to Mark all day. There's just so much great discussion that comes out of it. So if you like this type of content, then you'll probably like the radio show. You should check out that interview. Okay? All right. Last thing from that, I wanted to show you guys this exercise that I came up with Daniel the other day. And this will be, yeah, pretty much. Matthew, what you didn't know was I was already famous. You just didn't know it. No, I'm kidding. So here's the exercise that I came up with Daniel, and this is the potential for a future lesson that I'm working on for Sundays. But the exercise that we worked on was for 5lets, and the challenge was playing paradiddles over 5lets. Now, during the lesson, I would show you how we figured it out mathematically, how many notes we'd have to play. But I'm just going to give you the answer right now, which is if you play 4 beats of 5lets, that's 20 notes. And if you play paradiddles, 20 is a common denominator for 5 and 4. Yeah, exactly. So you can play paradiddle, 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 5 paradiddles, and that puts you off on the left hand, which is kind of cool. So the exercise works out. So the way when you do these kinds of exercises, a great way to do it is you set up a check for yourself so you know what the rhythm is supposed to sound like, and then you put in the variation. So in this case, the check pattern would be like this. Let me put this on I'll put this on flat 120 so we have a reference point. Okay, let's check it out. 4 counts of bucks 2s, and then 4 counts of 5lets. When you play 5lets, you guys probably, guys, how many of you have played 5lets before? Can you give me some hearts? You can just type yes or no. Are 5lets something that you play regularly, or you're like, the first time I saw a 5let, I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. Okay, so we've got some more veteran 5let players. So you know that it's like triplets, you'll alternate your hands. Okay, so I would explain this in more detail in a Sunday lesson, but I'm just going to keep moving since this is just a preview of what the lesson might be. And maybe you guys can give me some feedback on if you think this is interesting or not, or if you would want more explanations, or if you have questions about what I'm saying that I would elaborate on during the lesson. Okay? This is like a lesson lab time. So then the next thing we did is that you use that as kind of your auditory graph paper. That's your template that you're going to put the paradiddles over. So in my head, as I'm playing this, I'm hearing, yeah. And the thing about that, opportunity and university are helpful when you're first learning 5lets, but when you're playing this in a etude or a book or a show music, you don't have time to say, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Your hands just need to know what a 5 feels like, right? You don't say, huckleberry, 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 huckle, huckleberry, 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 apple pie, huckleberry, 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 apple pie. Like you would pass out or get really hungry and stop practicing by the time you got through the exercise. So you just need to know what the 5let feels like. All right, so here's the exercise. Then the second part is the same thing, but then you play, and that's beat 1 of the next bar. Okay, try it. And notice just then I finished a little early, so my paradiddles were a little bit too fast. So I'm going to try again. And then, because that puts you off the left hand, then you can do the same thing off the left hand. Okay, so the whole thing looks like this. What do you guys think? Cool? Interesting? Paradiddles over fivelets? Yeah? Are there any questions about like how we got to that? I think I saw one pop up. That's one way of doing it. And then also in the lesson I taught Daniel some, great, cool, thanks. Wow, that's hard. Yeah, it's hard if it's like the first time you've done it. And there's a bunch of steps that I would do leading up to this. Like I would teach fivelet, how to grid fivelets. How many of you guys have gridded fivelets before? And I don't mean grid like 4-2-1 grid, but gridding accents for fivelets. Is that paradiddle part a quarter note triplet speed thing? No, the paradiddles are the same hand speed or same note value as the fivelets. I have pretty weird me, light, tight, light, light, light. Yeah, this hand speed is the same as, but you're just putting accents in groups of 4 as opposed to groups of 5. Never tried gridding those. Okay, so the other preview of the lesson will be this. And then you play 2 accents. And then you shift that second accent over, but you keep the downbeat accent on the downbeat. So the next pattern will be 1-3, 1-3. So it was 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Next one will be 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, which would sound like this. And you shift the second accent over, so it'd be 1-4-1, 4-1, 4-1. And then the last one would be 1-5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. So of course, I mean, I would explain this much slower and set it up for the Sunday lesson. This is, again, it's just a preview. Lab time, I'm curious to hear if you guys would find this interesting or not. Okay, so the whole fivelet accent thing would look like this. And I would make sheets for this too, right? So you can read it. So if you go through that routine and you figure it out how those accents work, then fivelets become like piece of cake for you, just like when you think triplets and 16th notes. Fivelets are super easy, and then you put it into this exercise. Yeah? What do you think? Did I just blow everyone's brains up, or what just happened? Okay, cool. All right, so final thoughts, if you guys would give some outgoing hearts here. Number 1, Ask Huei is tomorrow. If you have questions that you'd like to submit, send me some questions through Ask Huei. Number 2, Gridbook radio show is tomorrow. Check out the announcements. I'm sure Gridbook will announce it on Instagram. My brain is mush right now. No problem. I'll review it in a more detailed message. I've got a ton of videos. I've got a ton of videos that are kind of in the queue for YouTube. I think I'm going to release a couple of those tonight. So if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel yet, go ahead and make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe and check out that content if you're into it. Instagram, when I got home today, I'm like 2 subscribers away from 1,500. And a month ago, I was like just breaking through 1,000. So it seems like these Periscopes are working, the YouTube stuff is working, the Instagram thing is happening. And guys, those are the 3 of us that are in here right now, and the replay viewers who are watching this. You want to make sure you're connected to what's going on, because I'm working like really, really hard for you guys. I'm trying to create some really good content. 15. No worries. Everyone's got to start somewhere, Jacob. I'm really working hard to create some good content for you guys right now. So the more feedback you can give me on what you're looking for, the more I can specifically cater the content to feed the interest and demand of the percussion community. So I want to hear from you guys. That's the first thing. The second thing is that there's some really exciting stuff that's happening this weekend. Something's coming to the mail on Friday. Thank you very much, Nolan. I appreciate that. And let me just check this. Yeah, Nolan. Awesome. Yeah, man. It's good stuff. And something's coming in on Friday. Gridbook Radio is coming out tomorrow. Something's coming in the mail on Friday. Saturday, I'm going to be working on some stuff for you guys. On Sunday, there's going to be an announcement during the Sunday lesson, which is at 7 p.m. Central. And next week, in case... Oh, I'll have to wait until Saturday to say that. But check out the radio show because there's some other announcements that are happening in the radio show. Mañana. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for the outgoing hearts. I want to wish everyone a happy Thursday. Thank you very much for spending your Thursday evening with me. Love the lesson with Devin. Thanks, Travis. Deuce. Travis, on that note, I'm going to post Devin's lesson probably tonight. So if you liked it and you want to share it with your buddies and your friends, the thing that everyone can help me with if you're watching this now or if you're a replay viewer, first off, if you wouldn't mind swiping right and hitting share, you can share this broadcast. But also share the YouTube stuff, especially Devin's lesson. If there's particular episodes that you like, share those because the real power is getting the message out into the community. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great Thursday night. Happy Friday tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye.